Oh, man. Here's the thing, though. Whether you're married or single, we love to have sex. Sex is just a basic human need. Whether it's procreation or recreation, we love to have sex. However, we do weird things when we have sex. I don't know why. It's just weird. Like, we all have, like, amazing sex. We've all had bad sex. You guys ever have awkward sex? Like something happens during sex and you're like, this is weird. Like, ever... just gets really... I'll tell you guys my awkward story. A couple years ago, I was doing shows in Ottawa, and after a show, I met this one girl, so every time I go to Ottawa, I'd always fool around, and I come back to Montreal. But one time I was going there to do a show, and I called the girl up. I'm like, hey, I'm in Ottawa for a show. After the show, I'll come see you. She's like, okay, cool, perfect. But next time you come over and we have sex, I really want to spice things up. And I was like, oh, yes. Spice things up, yes. Now, what's the one thing a guy wants to do when a woman says, let's spice things up? Threesome. Exactly. That's what I said. I said, hey, threesome. And she's like, no, you're an asshole. I was like, okay, fine. Well, what do you want to do? And she says, well, when you're not here, I use a vibrator on myself, which makes me climax. So it'd be great if you use a vibrator on me, I'll climax, and then we'll have sex. And I was like, perfect. Why? Because she said, and then we'll have sex. And any man will do anything a woman says as long as she says, and then we'll have sex. It could be like, Andrew, do my taxes, clean the gutter, and then we'll have sex. I'll be like, okay, I don't fucking care. I will do. It could be like, Andrew, paint my grass. Doesn't make sense. No, paint my grass. No, that doesn't make sense at all. It'd be paint the wall, cut the grass, and then we'll have, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, cool. You know what? Fuck it. A woman will say, Andrew, paint my grass, and then we'll have sex, and I'll come back from Home Depot with 2 cans of paint going. Your grass is orange. Okay, let's go. So I go to this girl's place, and then she's like, okay, Andrew, get the vibrator. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, where is it? She's like, oh, it's over there. And the vibrator was plugged into her computer. Charging, that's how it was charging. I'm like, do you have iTunes on that thing? Like, it's foreplay. Consider playing Candy Crush. I don't know. So I take out the vibrator, we go into the bedroom, and she gets on the bed, she like opens her legs, she's like, hey, Andrew, use the vibrator on me. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll use the vibrator on you. So I turn it on, and so I start doing my thing, right? I'm using it on her, and she's just loving every moment of it, right? She's just like, chocolat. Because it's what I do, right? So at one point, she's like, Andrew, I'm about to climax, take out the vibrator, let's have sex. I'm like, okay, cool, perfect. So I take out the vibrator, I have sex with her, and that's when I realized I'm only holding the cap. Yeah, the vibrator is still inside her. So I'm gonna talk to all the guys here for a second. Guys, do you know what it's like trying to maintain a level of maturity? A level of sexual tension? But when you look down on your girl, all you see sticking out of her vagina is a USB key. Do you know what that does to the male psyche? It shatters it. And makes you giggle a lot, actually. She's like, baby, get a condom. I'm like, baby, I don't need a condom. I need Norton antivirus. Because I am not fucking a transformer. She's like, fine.